It was supposed to be just another high-profile celebrity trial, but what happened inside that Los Angeles courtroom left the entire world talking. Rapper Cardi B, one of the biggest names in music today, walked out victorious after a $24 million lawsuit filed against her was dismissed. But on the other side stood Emani Ellis, the woman who dared to take Cardi B to court, standing in tears, shaken yet unbroken, as she told the world, "I am not sorry for bringing this case. What she did to me was real." These words, raw and emotional, created a storm of reactions online. Some hailed Cardi B as a queen who proved her innocence. Others saw Emani as a courageous woman who refused to be silenced even after losing one of the most high-profile celebrity battles in recent history. This is the story of Emani Ellis's fight, her tears, her truth, and her promise to keep going. The moment of loss, Emani in tears. When the jury foreperson read out the unanimous verdict in Cardi B's favor, reporters described the atmosphere as electric. Cardi smiled, hugged her lawyers, and celebrated. But just a few feet away, Emani Ellis broke down. Her shoulders shook, tears streaming down her face. As the reality sank in, the court had rejected her claims. The $24 million lawsuit she fought for years was gone in an instant. People inside the courtroom said she whispered to her lawyer, "At least they heard me. At least I had my day in court." But for Emani, the humiliation was unbearable. Across social media, the narrative was already being spun. Cardi wins. Emani lied. Another clout chaser exposed. And yet, in that painful moment, Emani refused to bow her head. She stepped outside, wiped her tears, and delivered a short but powerful statement to the press. "I am not at all sorry for bringing this case. What happened to me was real, and this is not the end." Her words, raw, defiant, emotional, lit the internet on fire. Who is Emani Ellis? The woman behind the case. For millions watching, Emani Ellis seemed like a mystery. Who was this woman brave enough to challenge one of the most powerful rappers in the world? Emani Ellis, not a celebrity, not an influencer, just an ordinary woman, claimed she was assaulted by Cardi B during an incident years ago. She described the experience as traumatizing, saying it left her emotionally scarred. While Cardi B denied everything, "I never touched that woman," Emani stood firm in her truth. Filing a $24 million lawsuit, she hoped the courts would deliver justice where she felt her voice had been silenced. But in the end, the courts sided with Cardi B. The legal battle, years in the making. This wasn't an overnight story. The lawsuit had dragged for years, with depositions, testimonies, and countless delays. Emani's side painted Cardi B as an aggressor, using her fame and power to escape accountability. Cardi's side insisted Emani was fabricating the entire story for fame and money. By the time the trial began, the world was watching. Every outfit Cardi wore became a meme. Every facial expression turned into a gif, and every word from Emani was dissected by the media. For Emani, it wasn't just about money. She told friends privately, "I don't care about being rich. I just don't want to be invisible anymore." Her fight was personal, emotional, and deeply painful. The aftermath, a woman against the world. After the verdict, Cardi B walked away free, powerful, and even more famous. She turned the courtroom drama into promotion, releasing special album covers inspired by her trial. The internet laughed, cheered, and celebrated. But Emani, she walked out to hate, trolling, and humiliation. On Instagram, she received thousands of DMs, some supportive, but most cruel. "You just wanted money. Cardi ate you up in court. Go back to being irrelevant." And yet, she still refused to stay silent. Emani Ellis told reporters, "This fight is not over. We are considering all legal options, including an appeal. I will not be silenced." The internet divided. What made this case explosive wasn't just the courtroom, it was the reaction online. Team Cardi, millions of fans rallied behind the rapper, calling her a victim of a frivolous lawsuit. Hashtags like #CardiWins and #AmITheDrama trended worldwide. Team Emani, a smaller but passionate group, argued that this was yet another example of money and fame overpowering truth. They flooded timelines with hashtags like #JusticeForEmani and #HerTearsAreReal. This online war only fueled the drama further. Emani's tears, symbol of a bigger fight. For some, Emani Ellis's tears became a symbol, not of defeat, but of courage. Because behind every high-profile trial, there's a human being. Someone who feels pain, humiliation, and loss. For Emani, losing this lawsuit wasn't just about the money. It was about being disbelieved, about being seen as a liar when in her heart, she still insists she told the truth. She said quietly to a friend, I may have lost the case, but I haven't lost my voice. What comes next? Emani's lawyers have already announced plans to appeal the verdict. That means Cardi B may have to return to court again, facing the same accuser who refuses to back down. But here's the shocking twist. Cardi B has already promised that the next person who sues her will pay dearly. She has vowed to countersue anyone who files what she calls frivolous lawsuits. So what happens when Emani appeals? Will Cardi strike back harder than ever? The battle may have ended in one courtroom, but it looks like the war is far from over. The queen walks free. The moment the jury cleared Cardi B, the courtroom transformed. What began as a tense battle ended in a celebration for the Grammy-winning rapper. She hugged her lawyers, smiled at the cameras, and walked out with the swagger of a woman who knew she had just won the fight of her life. Outside the courthouse, microphones surrounded her. Fans screamed, cameras flashed, and Cardi B, always known for her unapologetic attitude, gave the world the headline they were waiting for. I did not touch that woman. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. The next person who tries to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm gonna countersue, and I'm gonna make you pay. Those words didn't just trend. They exploded. Within minutes, hashtag I am gonna mock you pay was trending across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Cardi had once again turned real-life drama into entertainment gold. Cardi's savage energy. Cardi B isn't just a rapper, she's a cultural force, and her courtroom victory proved it. Instead of hiding from the scandal, Cardi doubled down. She laughed off the case, making it clear that she wouldn't let anyone drag her name for fame or money. Her confidence wasn't just visible, it was intoxicating. One fan wrote, Cardi didn't just win the case, she owned the moment. Another joked, Cardi turned court into a press tour. And in many ways, that's exactly what she did. Memes, memes, memes. From the first day of trial, Cardi's courtroom presence was unforgettable. Whether it was her facial expressions, her cross-examination stares, or her signature sass, social media ate it up. A clip of Cardi rolling her eyes went viral with the caption, "When the lies don't even make sense anymore." A photo of her pointing her nails at the witness stand was turned into a meme. Say it again for the people in the back. Fans even created edits calling her Judge Cardi, as if she was running the courtroom herself. By the time the verdict dropped, the internet wasn't just celebrating a legal victory. They were celebrating Cardi B as the queen of courtroom memes. Am I the Drama? Album cover madness. If you thought Cardi would stop there, you don't know Cardi B. Just days after her victory, Cardi shocked fans by dropping limited edition courtroom covers for her upcoming album, Am I the Drama? Each cover used screenshots of her iconic trial moments, from her fierce stares to her playful smirks. One cover showed her in glasses, looking dead serious. Another showed her smirking at the camera. Another had her rolling her eyes mid-testimony. The message was clear: Cardi had turned a $24 million lawsuit into free promotion for her music. Some fans cheered. Only Cardi could turn a court case into album promo. Queen behavior. But critics weren't amused. She's mocking the justice system. This isn't funny. Either way, the stunt worked. Pre-order sales for Am I the Drama spiked instantly. Cardi tells her fans to stop. But in the middle of her victory lap, Cardi did something unexpected. While her fans flooded Emani Ellis' social media with hate, Cardi stepped in and told them to stop. I don't want anybody harassing her. Don't harass her, don't attack her family. Just let it go. I already won. This moment shocked many. Even in her anger, Cardi showed control. She wanted the fight over, not dragged on. Some called it maturity, others said it was strategy. But either way, it showed that Cardi knew her power, and she wasn't going to let her fans do her dirty work. The internet divide. Team Cardi versus Team Emani. The aftermath of the verdict split the internet into two camps. Team Cardi. Millions of fans posted celebratory tweets, memes, and videos praising Cardi as a strong woman who refused to let false accusations ruin her career. Team Emani, a smaller but vocal group, argued that Emani's tears were real. Her story deserved to be heard, and that money and fame had silenced her truth. This online war made the case bigger than ever. One journalist wrote, "This wasn't just Cardi B versus Emani Ellis. It became a battle between celebrity power and ordinary voices." What Cardi's victory really means. Cardi B's win wasn't just legal, it was cultural. For years, celebrities have battled lawsuits, many of them frivolous. But few have handled them the way Cardi did, with complete defiance, humor, and even creativity. Instead of shrinking under pressure, she used the spotlight to grow bigger. But at the same time, her harsh words, "I'm gonna make you pay," sent a chilling message to future accusers. Would anyone dare to take Cardi B to court again? Or has she scared them all into silence? That's the real question. And it's why this story is far from over. The unfinished war, Emani's appeal. While Cardi celebrates, Emani Ellis has vowed to appeal. Her lawyers confirmed they are already preparing paperwork to challenge the verdict. If that